Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Loede, NEO Sports Insiders at First Energy Stadium, and a tough loss for the Browns on Sunday as they fall 26-23 to the Denver Broncos in overtime. Brandon McManus, a 29-yard field goal after a 15-play, 58-yard drive in overtime. Peyton Manning doing what Peyton Manning usually does. Just doesn't look like the same quarterback, guys. I think he's probably done after this season. Just doesn't look like the Peyton Manning we grow up watching with the Indianapolis Colts, and of course his first couple years in Denver. Browns defense had their opportunities. Of course, Carlos Dansby, the 35-yard interception return, gave the Browns the lead after Denver pretty much had this thing going their way most of the day, but then Peyton Manning, vintage Peyton Manning, comes back, 71-yard touchdown to Emmanuel Sanders. And again, though, the Browns had an opportunity late in regulation. They had the ball inside the 10-yard line. Instead of really being aggressive, they did try a pass play or two, but instead of going for a touchdown, it just seemed like they were settling for the field goal that ended up being the tying field goal at 23, and then they took their chances in overtime. Josh McCown got sacked a couple of times in overtime. That Denver pass rush was pretty good today, doing the job again. The Browns fall to 2-4 on the season, and really the last 3 weeks have all been heartbreakers one way or another. Last week, the exhilarating win in Baltimore, that was a big one. The week before in San Diego, they really had an opportunity there as well to get the job done, but didn't do it, losing on the final play to the San Diego Chargers. The numbers for McCown, I thought he was not all that good today. 20 of 39, 213 yards. Had the big pick six the other way for Denver with Aqib Talib early in the ballgame that gave Denver the 10-0 advantage. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 63.3. This was a much better defense, though, folks, than what the Browns played the 2 weeks before with San Diego and with Baltimore last week. Running the football for the Browns, they put up 109 yards. Duke Johnson had to leave the game with a head issue. We'll get more updates on that. But Isaiah Crowell only put up 2.9 yards a carry, 32 yards on the ground. Turbin, the young kid they got from Seattle, had the ankle injury. Robert Turbin had 27 yards on 10 carries. But again, that Browns defense giving up way too many yards on the ground. 152 yards rushing for Denver, with Ronnie Hillman having 111 yards. And Denver put up almost 5 yards a rush at 4.6. Peyton Manning was 26 of 48, 290 yards and a touchdown, the 75-yard touchdown to Emmanuel Sanders, a big blow in this game. But again, the Browns now at 2-4. They will get set for the St. Louis Rams in St. Louis at the Edward Jones Dome next week, and the Browns are going to still have a lot of work to do, but this one is a tough one to swallow. Mike Pettin said it after the game. Paul Kruger said it after the game. Even Carlos Dansby said we had it in our hands, was not able to get it done. That's it from First Energy Stadium. Stay tuned to NEO Sports Insiders all week for great coverage on the Browns. They lose to the Broncos 26-23.